Welcome back to Disco Elysium, probably the finale today, or most certainly we're gonna push through this today. I have to admit that I've been playing off stream a little bit. I just did some side quests. I didn't touch anything main story. So I'm gonna just wrap up and explain what I did. What I did was I went to the tent. I was talking to the teenagers, Andre and his friends from Marcel, the lady that was outside with a microphone. I just talked to them. They said they want to turn the church into a rave club, and that there is a crab man inside that is scaring the hell out of them, and then some lady in old woman's clothes. They gave me the key because they were locking things up, and then I took the key, opened the door. I inspected the church. There was some kind of there were machines lying around and stuff, and I was inspecting everything. There was a guy crawling along the ceiling. He was pretty friendly, a little bit religious, but very friendly guy. He gave us the password to one of those radio computers. We hacked into the radio computer, and then a programmer came along and was like, "What are you doing here?" "I'm doing research here, la-di-la-di-la-da." She said there is a hole in the world, 2 millimeter hole in the world. She said she is not going to leave. She wants to finish her project. The kids wanted to do this rave club. So in the end, I managed to make them cooperate. They help out with a better audio system. And then she would let them go in and do their rave club. But I also did a skill check, and it turns out those kids wanted to turn this actually also into a speed lab. I talked that out of him, so now it's just a dance club. There's no drugs involved, so good cop again. The other thing that I was doing after that is I went to talk to Lena and Morel, and I did the whole Phasmid quest. Listening to what felt like an eternity of monologues about phasmids and all kinds of phasmids and what they do and what they like and la-di-la-da. And then I was checking traps, and then I checked them again, and then it turns out that Kuno was stealing the bait to make his, was it Rage City in his shack. Yeah, in the end, Morel caught a cold and he was going away, and then Lena admitted that she kinda made things up, probably. She doesn't know if these things are actually real. So it's a bit anyways, but the quest was done. I also did go to Cindy and talk to her about the wall thing again. I don't know if you guys remember the wall part. There's this mother wall, or the wall of whatever, and he wanted to beautify it or add beauty or art to that wall. So I went to Cindy again and convinced her to give me the brush. And then she gave me the brush, and I was painting. I decided to go with a painting for the 3,500-year-old depiction of humans or something. So it looks nice, I think. It looks nice. While I was talking to Cindy, she also had an option to ask about armor of the deceased. And she gave me a nudge, and it said that a little girl in this fishing village knows more. My character said, or one of my brains said, that it could only be Lily. So we have to talk to Lily, but we can't do that because it's now, with all the things that I've been doing, past 10 p.m. So what we could do now is we go meet with the old lady who has our gun. And then we have to pick up the armor from Lily or something? I don't know. But now we have to go to the boardwalk thingy, right? Oh, it's actually the gloves. Cool. Yeah, see, ask the little girl in the fishing village down the coast who knows something about the armor gloves. Okay. Confront the pigs and get your gun back. Someone's been running around with your sidearm pretending to be a police officer. You must meet her near the old fish market at 22, so 10 p.m., and get your service weapon back. Just walk past the fishing village until you see the boardwalk. So I think this is in this direction. I think this is where we found the dead guy, no? Okay, I hope that was a good recap for you guys. That's a Nolan Vine Sink and Song? Oh, 25? Vincent? I don't know. Oh, holy shit. What the actual heck? Okay, I have a feeling I should save this, and then let's go in.
Put your hands where I can see them.
The aging woman, under a mountain of police paraphernalia, mumbles to herself, then notices you and reaches for the megaphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands! Right now!
Oh my god, woman.
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
You shouldn't be here. Something's very wrong with her. She's completely out of control.
Wait, what should we do, Kim? Raise your hands. Easy, ma'am. Take it easy. No, I need this ledger to take notes. What should we do, Kim?
This is bad. Getting your weapon back is the priority. We can't have an unhinged civilian running around with a gun.
Okay.
Comply, or I will light you the fuck up!
She continues to yell as she lumbers about. Raise your hands. Easy, ma'am. Take it easy.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer, under duress! Officer, under duress! I am the police. Don't move! Don't move! Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
I'm not moving.
Suspect is on the loose. Suspect at large. Officer, administer street justice at our own peril.
What? No.
That one extra lick with a baton or extra knee strike above was what was actually required. Suspect is under control. Suspect is under control.
What the hell?
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
You have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do.
We can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon. Please identify yourself, ma'am. You're not the police. We are the police. For time to get my gun doesn't look good. Let's deal with this later. We can solve this peacefully.
Officer in need of assistance! Suspect at large! Get on the ground!
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Lower away, Lieutenant! Let's just talk. That's it. You're under arrest. Let's just talk, alright?
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot! Big red key! Big red key!
Big red key? That's code for the battering ram. Cop talk. You know this.
What the heck?
What happened to make her like this?
What's wrong with him? Could you stop this?
Loneliness. Again, a neurodegenerative disease.
Man, we're here to help. Tell us what's wrong.
The woman looks at you, but through you, like you don't exist. Her eyes gleam feverishly, and the rotating police beacon lights reveal deep scratch marks on her cheeks. Recent, self-inflicted.
This is the police! Unlawful engagement! Hands on the ground! Scumbag!
So this is what the weather's like on the other end of a cop's gun.
Him?
Fascinating.
Fascinating?
See? This is what happens when we're not around.
Please identify yourself.
It's the goddamn police shitbag! Hug the pavement! You're under arrest!
You're not the police. We are the police.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Status unconfirmed!
Baby, you know who I am. Everybody knows. Wink. Lieutenant Double Ephrata Harry Dubois, 41st Precinct. This is my partner.
No! Oh no. No. I thought Mr. Moran. Gareth! Aggravated assault! Man down! Officers in pursuit!
What is actually happening here?
There's a scenario unfolding in her head right now. It has nothing to do with what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. I don't know. Everything is in her head.
What's the situation, officer?
Law enforcement compromised! Impersonating a police officer!
Are you talking about yourself there?
Does she not believe you two are actually police officers?
Wait, what if she's right and I actually am an imposter? We really are cops. Look, white rectangles. We really are cops. Look at my badge. Take out your badge and show it to her. I hope she's not thinking this is me shooting her, you know? White rectangles?
License and registration, license and registration. Come in, dispatch. Sector, azimuth.
What the actual
It's
fuck?
not a code, just disjointed words.
Yeah, I think so too.
She's losing it. One twitch and there would be blood.
Hand-eye coordination doesn't look good. Let's deal with this later.
We can't leave. A delirious civilian is pointing firearm at us. Your firearm. You need to solve this.
I have 17% chance to actually succeed in this. Where's my hand-eye coordination? Here. I mean, I have 17% and this is a red check. If I fail for good. I cannot retry this. I could maybe skill this. I have 2 skill points available. We got some clothes that help you with this. I can't... You can't put these clothes on, and I just wanted to do that. I just wanted to say, that doesn't look good, let's deal with this later. And go into my inventory, put some stuff on, and then approach her again. But I can't undress and dress again in front of her now, so I'm kind of screwed. Okay, I either have the chance to just go with it, or skill hand-eye coordination one time, and then hope. I guess it doesn't harm to do that. 28, yay, my chances are so much higher now. I could put another point into it, but I don't know. Then it's just gonna be, what, 30 or 42 maybe? Alright, YOLO. This is how I die.
Alright, here's the plan. You hurl the ledger in her face, already darting right, and immediately close the distance. Left hand grabs the barrel, right one breaks the wrist.
Breaks the wrist?
No, that won't be necessary. Look closer. The gun, all 3 barrels, red and blue light shining through. It's not loaded.
Kim, I'm almost certain there are no bullets in that gun.
I've been thinking that too, but it's impossible to tell for certain in these lighting conditions.
My god, this is not loaded. The gun is not loaded. Ma'am, the weapon you're holding is mine and I know it has no bullets.
What?
The woman looks at the weapon in disbelief, her eyes suddenly reddish with tears. She looks straight down the barrel and squeezes the trigger. Wait!
This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. What is this?
Oh god, I was scared she's gonna shoot herself. No, there's 1 bullet in there and she was playing Russian roulette.
Police gunfighters have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
What is wrong with you? Oh my god, the poor woman.
She looks devastated.
She does.
Grab the gun, right now. This might be your only chance.
I'm done with this gun. Leave it behind. No, pick it up.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
Great gears are grinding to a halt. The machine is powering down. She's all out of jolt.
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
What do you think is happening to her?
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
But why was she like this in the first place?
Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8. And loneliness.
This is what happens when you listen to too many cop shows on the radio. You're probably right. Loneliness.
There's a bit more to this than that. But right now, we need to decide what to do with her.
You're not alone. We're all here.
The woman stands in front of you, motionless, unresponsive, almost like an inanimate object now. A mountain of police paraphernalia. In there she is alone, trapped in a world of blue and red lights.
I'm glad she turned off the sirens and the lights.
Her children and their children, if there were any, stopped coming when it got really bad.
Should we just arrest her?
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without a gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
I was really hoping I can give her one of those station call slips. Yeah, Titus sounds like the man for the job. I don't want to endorse the Hardy Boys' inflated sense of self-worth. They're not cops, we are. I think we can just leave her like this. She'll be fine. Let's tell Titus.
Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late, and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This is done.
Please, leave the radio on.
She mutters. It seems like a reflex, a half-remembered sentence.
Reflex to what? Being left alone. She stands motionless. Just a heap of clothes and fleshes now. Maybe if you search her once more.
Searching her?
The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
Maybe there's some kind of stuff from me in there?
Is one of those things a police cap?
Pick up the RCM cap.
She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
I bet she just plundered my car, right?
Oh, is that yours?
It's hard to say. It's been so long since you wore yours.
I think so. Maybe. Probably. You know me.
It's your hat.
Shake her shoulder.
The old woman doesn't react to your touch.
Leave her be. I'm sorry, ma'am, that I had to go like this. I'm glad that nobody got hurt, though. Alright. Let's have a look. Hardy and the pigs. Ask Titus Hardy and his boys to take care of the pigs. The woman catatonic on the boardwalk. It's their district, their mess, their responsibility. Alright, and I got a police cap now. Oh, by the way, I still have all kinds of stuff on. Let's put on the armor again. Oh, nice! Authority! Oh, nice, the authority cap. Lovely. So I can be dressed as a... like, I could go all police. Right? Sweet. But I kind of like this outfit. Here, this. Full Fallen outfit. At least as far as I could go. Still have 2 skill points, but I'm keeping them for the next check that I need to do. So, fast traveling from the village to the Hardy Boys. What's this? You can imagine why calls become terrible sometimes. Maybe I should sleep now first. I think this is my hut, right? So maybe I just go sleep first? Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Although are the Hardy Boys still... Are they working still at this time? Let's just travel there real quick and see. Okay, Titus, are you there? I have the job just for you, mate.
The Copper-nado is back.
The Copper-nado?
What do you want?
Your help, please. There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
Yeah.
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yep, that one.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Kurong or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick.
Oh,
We've been getting complaints.
the poor woman.
Hey, wasn't Everard's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig?
Yeah, she had my gun.
You're fucking with me. Your gun. She had your fucking gun?
Yes.
Sure did, boss. Heard him loud and clear. The pigs lost his gun to the pigs.
Well, at least I can see you got it back. If you have any questions.
No, thanks for helping.
No problemo, cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Okay, who's helping you?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
Okay. Is there something new here?
Yeah.
What else did
What?
Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes, and that you won't stop.
Won't stop?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day.
Oh,
Al.
nice.
How about you?
Silence. He nods.
Is that true, Kim? Am I a can opener?
You are insistent.
Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This called Titus. This called heat. But she was too scared.
Scared? You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
Thanks for the review, Titus.
Anything?
Oh. Anything else you want, cop? No, I'm going off. Thank you. I thought he's just like growling and then leaving. You know what would be wild? My character, Harry, he's always thinking about this missing feeling, this longing, missing somebody. Imagine Ruby is actually my ex or something. Okay, I'm going to bed now. It's almost 11 p.m.
It's getting cold. This late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Good night, Kim. Send him away for the night.
Good night, officer.
Enter the shack. Alright, now we can go take her nap. Right?
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
It looks better than the room that I have in the Whirling. Go to sleep.
The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Great, this is gonna be really chill. Dark Shore's my ass, I know what this is.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
Saved? Helped? Yeah. Murdered? No.
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
How dare he?
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people. And then forgets about it.
It's just 3 people. I don't care, that doesn't scare me. Okay, so I'm a murderer and that's bad. Shut up, I just want to sleep.
Hear that? Iceman wants to sleep. He doesn't care about killing people. That's nothing to him. Black water. Under the bridge. The thing he's really scared of
Harry doesn't fucking care.
is much, much worse than that.
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
They're right. This is their function. To keep you from...
Why are you
it.
doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dog.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
The last dream.
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders, peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
And the air will smell of apricots. Her face forms in summertime. I don't want to anymore. I don't want to think either one of these things. I'm curious about this.
In hell, an ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Oh boy.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it will be okay. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for what? I can't wait.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment.
No.
When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Open your eyes. That is my last thought, really? I shouldn't have done this. Wakey, wakey, Harry. All right. Now, there is our dearest Kitsuragi already. Good. Now, I think my objective is to, if I want to get the gloves, and I would like to quickly talk to the little girl, Lily. And her house is right here. This one with Lammy.
Hello, mister.
The netpicker's daughter waves at you. I heard there was a girl here who has armor gloves. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
And what did you do with them?
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
Okay.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
And where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
She lifts her stuffed toy up and looks into its one remaining eye as though searching for confirmation.
We are going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
He enunciates the last 2 words carefully.
Oh.
She doesn't seem to understand, but the lieutenant's tone has conveyed to her the important part.
They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
Do you know anyone named Ruby?
Ruby. Ruby.
Suddenly, girl gets all serious and leans in as if she's about to tell you a secret.
My mom tells me I'm a big girl. But she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or sometimes I can. But then, Uller.
Kids.
Oh, she's cute. Come on.
Bye!
She's really cute. She's a cute kid. I like her. I like her. Lily's cute. Okay, Sandcastle. This is the house. Behind the house. Is this a sandcastle? Oh, now I see it. Okay. Don't walk over it! Oh, we're gonna destroy it now anyways. Alright.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Broken. Reach into the catacombs and pull out the shiny object. Broken.
The little castle? The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it sleep in such decrepitude.
Okay, regen.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Awesome
Congratulations. Sauce. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
Yeah. So now we also have these. And I have the cuirass. But the boots I will never get. I don't know if there's some kind of leggings for it. And a helmet. But the shoes we will never get because I sent the corpse away. I was too impatient. Alright, that is another thing done. Now, my objective is to talk to the people in the village and see if I can find out anything about a certain Ruby. Let's talk to the old lady.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
Okay.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
Please do tell.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now?
Yeah.
I know how this world works. And it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
You know something, we're here to help. This is like when that man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need to help her come out. This isn't about the union, you know. You don't have to worry about retaliation. We're here to help.
Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourselves and your organization. Help the storm clouds gather on the horizon.
She shakes her head. I see you know something, but you've decided not to tell us. Okay, but we'll be back later if you find anything suspicious. Yeah, she decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Goodbye, I'm off. Uh-huh. Around my shack, yeah? As an inside, or... Let's go inside. Is Kim coming in with me? Oh, there's something. Actually, really, yeah. Under
As
the
you
floorboards.
look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others.
Ooh, okay, suspicious.
The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in there?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though.
Oh?
Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea.
Oh, I don't want to stick my hand in there. Search through the saw.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
I mean, I literally had my naked hands in the skull of the deceased hanged man. Nothing can top that, right? Nothing. What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
A bullet?
A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
A bullet, interesting.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Nothing else? Alright. Alright, let's talk to the washerwoman again about this bullet.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
She murmurs softly.
And without anger. A long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet?
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod, then turns to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes. I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag. After a long silence, her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Kim, she must have heard your kinema.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
His voice is tingled with pride. Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No,
What is she like, Ruby?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Okay. Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back toward her shack, thinking.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation in my mind.
Aye. Do tell.
A seagull flies overhead, obviously a bad omen. It's an exit plan on
Exit from what?
the world.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
I heard she was a heavy drinker with anger issues. You ever witnessed that kind of behavior?
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset.
The sun sets for everyone.
She isn't what you call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself, the way some people do.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieux she'd made.
Okay. She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drips to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Handy.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
But didn't we see that there were seaworthy boats somewhere?
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Very stubborn. Further up the coast we go then.
Are you sure you'd rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The felled electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
I had a few more questions about Ruby.
What more do you want to know?
Oh no,
about
okay,
that
everything
poor girl?
done.
Yes, let's hear those other questions. One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She looks around. The air is getting colder.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
Oh.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
This is already what I have. Ask about Ruby in the village. Ruby left the village and went up the coast. Explore the coast for signs. And my brain said go to that felled something something mural again. Should I do that now? I mean, it is kinda up the coast here, isn't it? Up here? Oh, the guy is still standing there admiring this thing? Oh my god, the poor kid. So what are you doing day and night with your father? I'm just standing there and he's looking at this mural. And he's talking all kinds of stuff about it. Poor kiddo. Alright.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
Step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice.
Edifice?
Feld Electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms. Feld Electrical, you only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big.
Grande. Very big.
There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Okay, could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Shivers? 97? Okay. +3, found the empty trap. +3, heard Lena's true story. +1, reconstructed execution. +1, confronted the pigs. +2, established the nightclub. +2, discovered the anomaly. +3, death notification. Oh, talking about anomaly, what I also did was I succeeded in this skill check in the container in the harbor. I don't know what's going on there, but it's wild. All right, Shivers 20. We have a very high chance to succeed.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city. Whatever you thought would happen did not. And now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning with your hands fallen to your side.
Okay.
Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
I also tried rhetoric on a container, so I'm just something else.
A prayer of sorts. To Revachol.
Turn to the lieutenant. She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
And if that fails, if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, tomb drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
He looks behind him at the dark red box crumbling across the chasm.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
Listen to the wind again. Okay.
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure.
Okay.
Like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What is happening?
She's down there.
Say, I think she's down there below this building.
Okay. Why?
The wind told me. We've looked everywhere else. Ever since I woke up, maybe even before, I've been getting these strange cold spells. We looked everywhere else?
Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
Savoir-faire, oh god. There's a ladder next to the sign, point to it. Perhaps we can climb it, enter through the roof?
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
Wait, I'm younger than him? No, wait, I'm 44, right? 44? Yeah, I'm 44, okay. So we're almost the same age. Okay. For real? I'm climbing that thing? I'm gonna die here. Look for Ruby on the coast. Climb the ladder. Oh boy. Oh boy. Rip!
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess the situation.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp.
Ah, shit.
In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
180 seems about right.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to do something more subtle?
Subtle?
What if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder? Astral projection. Be open-minded about this.
Open-minded about astral projection?
Yeah, because falling from that height seems, well, splat. So don't do that. Just, you know.
What if I don't climb? What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
The lieutenant stares at you stone-faced. Come on, Kim. Where's your adventurous spirit? Teleportation is a thing. Just needs a bit of concentration. Where's your adventurous spirit?
This really has nothing to do with adventure. We are dealing with basic physics here.
It won't hurt to try.
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
Savoir-faire, challenging, teleport to the roof.
All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
Do it!
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle! It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear, your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
I can't believe I've done this.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
Yo! I'm a super cop! I did it, Kim. I teleported.
I just saw you climb the ladder. You just climbed it like a regular person.
You're such a party pooper.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear...
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring without backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
The central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. Easy does it. Can I go up here? Oh, thought. Stones fall. It's a long way down. Oh god. I save. Let's go down, down, down. What's this? The glass is covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out. A postcard. Martinez 98. Anything else here? No. Okay, we go down further. I have a thought. You should take out your flashlight. Oh, good idea, yeah. Almost forgot about it. Oh, oops. That's how I got... Sorry. It didn't look like... It didn't look like stairs there. It just looks like rubble. The collapse nearly sealed the basement. You can barely squeeze by. What's this? Antiquated office furniture, last century maybe? Brought down and forgotten so long ago. This overturned table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something. Ew! Old file folders in the car, documents silvery with mold. A series of thick, dusty panes of glass. And a interrogate suit jacket. Yoink! The beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Ooh! Oh, squeeze! Wait, somebody's living down here? Stale fabric smell and dust. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Oh, okay. These posts and plates are full of dust and spider webs. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed. Ancient flyers and brochures. The same slit window you saw from the outside. Uh-huh. What's this? Revolutionary head. Sweet. Oh.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Brush the dust off the portrait.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly.
Okay, that's all I have to say about that, apparently. Alright. Easter egg non-spoiler. Felden RD was working on a technology to convert handwritten text to visual images before the engineers were killed in the revolution. The UI for this game has watermarks for that technology running alongside with it. Okay, I don't know if I should go up there first or down here. Ah, there's Kim.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Who's there?
What do you mean, who's there? It's me, Kim. Stop playing around and help me get the door open.
Push the door. Hello.
The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open. With the help of your partner, the two metal panels slide open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
How did you even get here?
After you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance entrance under the boardwalk. It's next to a drain pipe, possibly a storm drain. It was easy to miss before.
Uh-huh, okay.
He's quite proud of himself.
Could have saved me the effort.
At least now we have an exit, so let's get going. It's time to investigate these passages.
Okay. Uh-huh, and this is how we get out, okay. I pretty much investigated everything already. I guess we have to go this way now, right? Have I been here? I have a thought.
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components.
These are computer components?
Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlaid nervous system.
Look, old cybernetics.
So it is. I think these used to form a single system, slotted in the wall.
So this is all that remains of failed R&D?
The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean.
How'd they do that?
The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know.
My fingers.
The why is easy, because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet. For vitreous cast filament memories, though, these seem incredibly advanced.
Could this be part of the failed playback experiment?
These? No. These are old filament memories. I hope you're not expecting to find that device here. You will be disappointed.
How do you know that?
All you'll find here is pain.
Shut up, Inland Empire. It's always so negative, my god. Oh, game is auto-saving. Uh-oh. What? There's something in the air, an unnatural buzzing. There's footprints this way, so let's go this way first. The tunnel collapsed. You'll have to find another way around. Okay, but I see the footprints already this way, so I guess whoever was here came this way anyways. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound. Ooh. Oh, another thought?
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
A pain, a strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Hold on, you really don't feel anything?
No, but you are the sensitive one.
Hey!
It's not a quib. The situation is dangerous.
Yeah. Hope he didn't mean it like in a nasty way. You're the sensitive one. I feel strange. The concrete pipe, buried in sand and dust. Oh, coin. Oh, more coin. Ding ding. Okay, I guess we go this way now. Paintings?
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
Holy shit, what is happening?
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Says the shadowy figure by the machine.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
Yeah, I'm just that good. Hi, Ruby.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Cover your ears.
No, buddy. That's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this.
Oh, God.
It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones.
I don't want to die here. What is happening? Okay, continue.
Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest? What's happening to me? Are you gonna kill me too? Help, Kim. Help, my brain is on fire. Are you gonna kill me too?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
Did you turn it off?
The explosion of static you're hearing is the ULAN frequency, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Sorry, equations. It's ULAN frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
Oh god.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
Could you just turn it off, ma'am? I would like to talk to you without this.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
I don't know if I should be healing already, but I'm a bit scared for my health here. What's this goddamn pail anyway?
The pail? It's the end of the world.
How did you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
She nods towards a torture device.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Are we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
She studies her death ray and the law officials trapped in it. Will it stay like this? Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Okay. Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Please, could you just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Rosaline? I'm gonna skip this. The lieutenant clutches his head, grimacing.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain lessens.
Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this.
Oh god, yeah, I hope so.
There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't rat you out, by the way, Isabel, the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find to my back.
And there is none.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Preparing for the worst? You're desperate, aren't you? You don't need that. Preparing for the worst?
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Kinda, yeah. So I was right.
It was dark in the shack. The waves outside had calmed down. She looked at the loaded gun. Then she cracked the barrel open and took the bullet out. Not today.
Did you shoot Lele? Did you shoot him?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
You're right, Claudia was the first to share her suspicions. When I threatened to arrest her, Claudia broke. She told me everything. So this way, we read out Claudia, but we say it's just suspicions. Here we say, I threatened to arrest her to make her look a bit better, but she told me everything. I think this one is better.
Oh. Well, I guess I always knew she was a survivor above all else. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Your first guess wasn't entirely off. Your own boys told us you were on the coast. Titus told me it took some convincing. Your first guess wasn't entirely off. What's that?
Titus and his boys, man. They told us you were on the coast.
Well, fuck. Those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people like...
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck did the rest of you get by?
Wait, wasn't it you who called the human can opener? It's not personal. I opened them up. I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you. Honestly, I don't know how I do it. I just stumbled in here. Can you please explain this shit to me? Wasn't it you who called me the human can opener?
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Okay. I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
She adjusts her grip on her gun.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Would you say that Leili, I think. I forgot how they pronounce it. Leili was a likable person.
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
You don't feel sympathy for mercs. It's hard work.
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do.
There's nothing more personal that you had against him, perhaps his way with women?
You think I was envious of his conquests? Look, pussy's not a problem for me, and definitely not a reason to off someone.
Maybe you had more interest in Claudia than her generals, maybe. I don't know. Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
She didn't hate it, okay?
I have other questions.
I'm listening.
Do you have an alibi for when Leili was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
There were 10 minutes they couldn't account for. They did say you left to take a really long week, 15 minutes. There was half an hour missing. You went out?
Yeah, and I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. They always do. I've driven a lot of long haul and chugged a lot of beer, man. Can't do either without some power of mind over bladder. And anyway, that wouldn't have been enough time.
Hold on, no one takes a 15-minute leap. Our investigation, Wins from the Pain, is shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder. No one takes 50 minutes to pee. I mean, maybe number 2, but number 1? Come on.
Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar. Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Play pinball match?
No. Not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardun. Haven't been into low-risk, no-reward games since moving to the city. Why?
There are some mysterious pinball machines in some pretty mysterious rooms in the Whirling.
Yeah, and probably some ghosts from the time of the suzerain. I'm not really interested in supernatural mysteries.
What kinds of mysteries interest you then?
Not murder mysteries either, if that's what you're thinking.
She looks you in the eye, impassively, making it clear that she's not planning to comment on the matter any further.
What about elevators? Do you like elevators?
The fuck do elevators have to do with anything?
Do you or don't you?
Not particularly.
Why not? Not even quaint old rickety ones?
I'm not really into old shit for old shit's sake.
God damn it!
Aw, poor Kim. Look, there's a secret way from the ground floor to the Whirling to the roof.
Don't know it, but also...
She frowned, studying your face.
The shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
The pain stops him from finishing the sentence.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
You have a gun?
And?
Where did you get it?
The gun store.
What gun store?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
Really? Trigger?
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
I can't quite tell what kind of gun is it.
A Noctway 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
Maybe she has another gun.
That isn't it.
Do you collect guns, maybe old rifles?
No, they're not practical. Break too often.
There's other evidence I want to ask you about.
Yeah, evidence.
You like Claudia a lot.
I considered her a good friend, yeah.
Are you a girl liker? Is peeping one of your hobbies? Or do you want it to be more than just friends? Are you a girl liker?
What the hell, man? Yeah, why not? I've gotten worse.
Is peeping one of your hobbies?
Wow. Pissing, pinball, and now peeping.
The holy trinity of peep.
I'm following your insinuations, Detective.
There's a hole in the wall you can see into Clausia's room. I wouldn't blame you if you... Just the one Clausia's wall is pretty suspicious.
Look, I'm not aware of any hole in Clausia's wall. And if I had been, I would have told her to get it sealed. That's what friends do.
So you haven't been watching Clausia through a hole in the wall?
Nope. Look, she has an effect on people. That je ne sais quoi that makes it impossible not to look at her when she walks into the room, and very difficult to look away. But travel enough and you realize, for the same reason that she's everyone's type as an object of desire, she's not irreplaceable.
But you wanted to be more than just friends?
Oh, so that's where you were going with this.
She said you wanted to run away with her.
That's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts we didn't want to catch up with us, and we enjoyed listening to music together. Why not go on a road trip?
The lieutenant watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Clausia was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
Hold on, Clausia only likes truly buff men. Then what happened?
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leaving me on. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
So far, she sounds reasonable, I think.
No ill will there. It wasn't a problem for her.
Clausia said you got very angry when she started seeing Lili, threatened her.
Yeah, one time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were. I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy.
By the way, DeLorean tragedies are still held in high regard for innovation in language and motifs. They are also known for overwrought emotions leading to catastrophic outcomes.
Thank you, Encyclopedia. And despite everything, you helped her by staging the lynching?
Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer.
There are other things I ask about.
Go ahead. It's your body.
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on. This must be done.
Do you like to hang out on rooftops?
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Clausia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
Is that the only reason you hung out on the roof?
The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Clausia.
What's so great about her antenna?
It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
So you're sure you didn't shoot the merc from the roof?
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
That's what my first guess was, but then I was at this boardwalk where I found the first, like the other corpse of the Billy McGean's husband, and I couldn't find anything. I was looking at everything and I couldn't find any, anything really. You're running drugs for the Union. I've been through your lorry.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
That really comes as a blow to her.
No, he didn't. I found my own way in.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
A bitter smile.
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
You're a criminal. I can trust anything. I can't trust anything you say. You had a financial incentive to kill the merc.
That's your prerogative. Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
The lieutenant is unable to articulate his question.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
She turns the knob down just a millimeter.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
But you're threatening us with it.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
She responds, holding your gaze.
There's a sinister note in her voice. Even with the gun and the compressor, she's afraid of you.
Okay, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Who killed the Merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
What happened Sunday night? Tell me your version.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
He struggles to finish the sentence.
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Maybe Klausya did shoot him, and she's still a spy, working for somebody to just, like, start a civil war here? I don't know. Wait, did she also seem high to you?
Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before.
Klausya said you knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
Klausya said you seemed to have a plan prepared when you got there.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
She looks shaken. She wasn't surprised to be ratted out, but framed.
Her idea?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone.
I believe her more than Klausya, to be honest.
She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy boys.
Klausya knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise.
Showerhead, resourceful.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Lili herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going, fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
That strange, distant fear is getting close now. It's a fear of yourself.
What do you mean, La Puta Madre agent?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Whoa.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself.
Should I hear one more time? Oh god. Through a sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself.
It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Tell me, what's my name? If you know that about me, you must know my name.
Harry Dubois. one corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to la puta madre.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the take. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time.
Oh god, now I'm scared that I did it. What if I did it? God. Maybe I came here before already. Maybe I was in this area before I even... no, never mind. Let's just play.
All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I don't know. Sounds pretty convincing to me.
Like, I'm always scared of my past. Like, what the shit have I been up to? Fuck yeah. I'm a La Puta Madre agent. You better let me go. La Puta Madre. I've heard of La Puta Madre. It's dangerous, right?
Is that a joke or a threat?
That was a
I'm
weird
guessing
question. I'm
both.
sorry. I know I'm supposed to know all this, about this, but I lost my memory recently.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What did you do to this Madre anyway?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
you. She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
When I came into town, was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
I don't know what happened to them.
Sure you do. I bet they're just outside waiting. I guess I'll take my chances.
Who was it in the squad?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had 2 guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either.
Wait, the 2 cops in the whirling? Maybe? But there were 3. What else can you tell me?
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying. That sound about right?
No idea who these people are. Literally. Satellite Officer Vic Mayer looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Minot. We can either take a room here in the whirling or go home for today. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
A wig. I think I know them. They're in Martinez.
Friction, lock, set.
Don't leave me here. Please delete.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me.
Do you know about the bunker next door?
What bunker?
The communist hideout back there?
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Her voice trails off into the white noise in your head. It feels like an aneurysm approaching. Oh god. Oh my... again?
Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer.
I have a 97% chance to actually succeed. Nudged it during drugs talk. Momentary window of clarity. Oh god, I'm scared. I succeeded though. I'm going so slow. Is she not gonna do anything about this?
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
You okay, Kim?
All good, officer. Be careful.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
Don't! What are you doing? Convince her to put the gun down. Can I... I have a pretty high chance. What are you doing?
Problem solving.
She mutters.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes it is.
Rhetoric? Should I skill rhetoric? Go ahead then. Should I put more in there? I have 2 skill points. Let's go. Please.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options.
What options?
You know.
Maybe I can still talk her out of it. Please, put your hands up. Just walk away. Maybe I can still talk her out of it?
This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives.
Please put your hands up, just walk away. I wish I could just let you go, but I have to follow protocol. I really believe her, guys. I really believe she didn't kill him. I believe that LIZZ was doing stuff. Oh, but I don't know if I should. I would like to get more information. If she just walks away now, then I might lose some opportunity to get some info. Just walk away.
She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her.
Don't shoot.
Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go.
Oh, God.
Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
You don't have to do this. You're not cornered. I'm letting you go.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Oh, Kim is not gonna like that.
Good call.
Oh, he is. Okay, actually, are you sure? I did my best, thanks. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
What if we just let the murderer go?
I have a feeling we didn't.
Okay, me too.
Her tent. We should check it out.
Yeah. Oh, that was intense. Autosave. Thank you, game. What's with all these paintings? Dramine. Health. Ooh. That is good, because I could use some. Seriously. What's this? Dark water trails into the distance. There's no way out. Cooking utensils. She has prepared herself porridge with bananas. Nice. I want to take... Flashlight is annoying right now. Oh, 8 coins. Sweet. Anything else here? Okay, tent.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately.
Red. This looks yellow to me, but okay.
It was pitched by practiced hands. She's used to camping out. The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp.
Look at the books.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
That fits.
See anything?
The lieutenant peeks in over your shoulder. Sift through the magazines.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
Oh!
You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately. Like, right now.
Right now. Right now! Okay, interact. Ruby's journal.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
Examine the cover.
It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name. Schneller.
That's German for faster.
Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers.
Okay.
She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously.
Unwind the strap.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled.
Study the handwriting.
The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently, perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins.
Let's flip through the pages.
It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
What kind of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
Okay.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
What are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them.
How far back do the entries go?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
What did she write the day Lili died?
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. She is referring to betraying a previous employer. Does this suggest she did it in self-defense?
Anything about La Puta Madre?
That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal?
Probably not.
You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th.
Read the entry from March 9th first.
Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder.
Okay, M is definitely Madre, and the peon, that's me.
Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake. You didn't follow through. You should have shot her in the head.
This is a coincidence. I would never kill people for a mob boss.
The thought steadies your nerves. The journal stops shaking in your hand.
Read the entry from March 12th.
Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me.
I feel like it's good that I told her constantly when people didn't, like, immediately splurt out every detail they could tell me about her, like Tommy and stuff, that they didn't immediately rat on her.
Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures, first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly.
What's the most recent entry? Conclude with journal. Look at the cover again.
The thick journal, bound in brown leather, is full of candor and diagrams.
Okay.
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
It looks like she might have been framed.
That would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting, he thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
If she didn't do it, then maybe it's good that we didn't catch her. Kim, am I really La Puta Madre agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
His trust is well placed. You aren't. You can feel it.
If she didn't do it, then maybe it's good we didn't catch her.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her.
True.
Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
Then who do you think killed the merc?
Classio was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or...
He stops to think. Seems plausible. I don't know, but no one heard their shot.
Maybe she had an accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on her.
I'm just thinking about possibilities here. Could she, I don't know, could she have drugged him and then drill a hole in his skull from the mouth and then place a bullet there to then make a very complicated case and nah, I don't think so.
One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Yeah, we should. Definitely. Are you La Puta Madre's peon? Ruby said you were a notorious corrupt cop. La Puta Madre's peon. That's why she was scared of you. When you get the chance, call your station to find out more, if you dare. Return to the whirling after the whole instigator debacle. Debacle? I don't know how to pronounce it in English. Someone there has something to answer to. And we have 2 level ups. I don't know. I think I'm gonna save them for the next red checks or something. I don't know. Can I look at this again?
The plain red tent. It was pitched by
Okay, nothing. Sheesh, guys, sheesh. Okay, we're running out of here, and then we fast travel. Through, or can we just walk through the big doors here? Yeah, okay. Whew. So where are we exactly? Oh man, it's right underneath, yeah. Jesus. Okay, do we have anything else that we want to do before we go there? Find the murder weapon. Perform an advanced analysis using HE coordination. This one, I tried to do this. I don't know if this is a very long thing to do. But the boardwalk for bullets, island for bullet traces, check Land's End for bullet. I don't know where this is. Man. I need to find this boardwalk again. I think it's close to the church, right? Up here, and I guess up here. It wasn't up here, was it? Was it? No, it's not. Oh, I have a thought.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freitor. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there.
He looks east over the coast.
In rags.
Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator?
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year.
Okay.
Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out... Biddable Prime, was it?
Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower, took the shot there?
It's not possible to climb that ladder. And even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
It does look extremely rickety, and wouldn't help much either.
Look over the water to the whirling in rags.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the wave-crossed bay. Through heavy, dark grey curtains of rain, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible. A glowing light on the 3rd floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender.
Visual calculus, don't get horny now. Okay, so this was one of the options, right? The island for bullet traces. Just like in general? Where am I gonna find stuff? I still want to go in here, but I don't know if this is necessary. I remember this one place where the dead guy was. Actually, I thought this is where I have to be, but is it this thing here? The rest of the quest cannot be done now. The one where the shot came from. Oh, this way, right? Here? Yeah, I've been here, looked at everything. I don't know if there's anything here.
There's some tear. An empty cigarette.
I'm just thinking. This was the boardwalk for bullet traces, right? This was the right location where it just was, right? Not with that attitude, you won't. When you open the door for Kim, you could check the place where you found the Krasmazov hat. Should I go back there? Isn't that right next to me here? It can be done, but not right now. Can we go back inside? Okay, nice. So we want to go here, right? Maybe with Kim there's gonna be more information. I thought.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary?
Peek out.
Outside the window, another day. The beach sand soaks up the drizzling rain, growing darker and darker.
Could the killer have used this as a hideout?
It's a great place to hide, and Mazovianism and murder are certainly not mutually exclusive. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages.
I can't see the whirling in wrecks. The shot didn't come from here.
Indeed. No one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like thorough.
Me too.
In fact, I think we're done with this bunker. After you, officer.
Okay, good. I like thorough too. The island for bullet traces. Okay, cool. So, I guess we go and fast travel to the whirling in wrecks. But on the way, maybe we can call the precinct 41 and ask about this whole puta de madre stuff. Come on, hurry up. Move it, officers. It doesn't let you fast travel now? Really? I have to walk there. Okay, I guess then, my friends, I think this is a good moment for me to save the game and take a short break. Get another coffee or something, and then we are running to the plaza, I think it's called. Maybe I can make a call to the precinct from the car, and then find out if I really am the pione. And then afterwards we can go to the whirling in wrecks, I guess. I would have liked to do this before we continue, but well, I don't know if I can still ask Classy about stuff. Find the murder weapon. I don't know where to do this. The H&E coordination thing. I think I have to do this when I find the point where it was shot from. I don't know. Got a lot of things done here. This list is very long, whereas this is very short. I like that. We will continue with this when I get back, guys.